We are here waiting for the rain. Thank God. Thank God. It's coming. It's coming. The nature is saying it's coming. The birds are singing and flying. The animals are looking around. And during this class, we have talked about identifying persuasion when we are watching the news, when we are watching an ad, when we are reading something, when people are trying to convince us. Sometimes people want to manipulate us with scarcity, with the concept of reciprocity, with social approval, with authority. We need to be careful. There is this guy I mentioned to you, Chris Voss. I saved one video from him. Hello my friend, how are you doing? Today we study listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And we understand and identify persuasion techniques in texts we see, in ads we watch, in messages we receive. This class is devoted to teach you how to identify persuasion techniques, so then you can avoid bad decisions. Also, you're gonna learn persuasion techniques to convince people about things you want to implement. And I ask you to implement and think about positive things. Okay? Today, we start reading 4 classics of persuasion. First one, The Art of Seduction, written by Robert Greene. Persuasion has a lot to do with seduction, with involvement, with engagement. Seduction is a game of psychology, not a game of beauty. And anyone can be a master in it. You just need to see the world from a different perspective, with the eyes of a seductive person. Seductive are not the ones who worry about their own problems. Seductive people, they look outside of them. They don't look inside. The first thing they do when they meet someone is getting inside the skin of that person and see the world with the eyes of that person. When we are always worried about ourselves, we show insecurity, and this is not seductive. We all have insecurities, but seductive people find a way to ignore them. What is Robert Greene teaching us here? He's saying, look, people who have the capacity to involve others, to engage others, to seduce others. I'm sorry. I forgot to leave my cell phone in airplane mode. Now, I am 100% with you. Sorry for this interruption. Please, if you can isolate distractions there too, do it. Because they always come. I'm sorry. Robert Greene is telling us, look, if you want to convince someone, you need to see the world from this person's perspective. Forget about your ideas. Forget about your opinions. If you want to convince other people, you need to wear their shoes. Are you getting the idea? Now, Chris Voss. I have already read parts of this book in previous classes. Deal as if your life depended on it. A former FBI agent reveals the techniques to convince other people. I'm going to read different parts of this book to you. When we are polite, our conversations seem to flow. When we enter a room, being comfortable and enthusiastic, we attract people for ourselves. Smile to someone on the street, and that person will smile back. Understanding this mirror effect is crucial for success and for each skill of negotiation that you can learn. That's why your most powerful tool in any communication, in any verbal communication, is your voice. You can use it intentionally to reach the brain of someone and change people's emotions. From nervous to calm. The language of negotiation is a language of conversation and understanding, a way to establish relationships fast and elevate people to talk and think together. A good negotiator is sure he will find surprises. His goal is to use his or her abilities to reveal them. Negotiation is a process of discovery. It's not a battle. Slow. If you go too fast, you can make mistakes. If we're on a hurry, the person on the other side will feel that he or she is not being heard. People want to be heard. Mirrors do magic. Repeat the last 3 words someone has just said. We are afraid of the different. We are attracted by the same, by the similar. Mirroring is the art of showing similarity, and this facilitates the creation of emotional bonds. Use mirror to incentivize the other side to have more empathy and build bonds with you. Use this mirror technique of repeating the words of the other person to keep the other person talking, to gain more time next to this person, to incentivize this person to reveal his or her strategy. Who controls a conversation? The one who listens or the one who talks? Tell me. The person who controls a conversation is the person who listens. You listen to the information. You pay attention to the other person. Ask questions like how or what. When you ask for help, these questions will give the other person an illusion of control, and they will inspire the person to talk more, revealing important information. If you were attacked during a negotiation, stop, breathe, ask another question. The number of words grow with the lie. People who lie are more worried to make you believe what they're saying, and they talk more. If the person is always saying, I, my, less important this person is. What determines your success is not how well you speak, but how well you listen. Understanding the other person is a precondition to speak in a persuasive way and develop options to be persuasive. Okay? And now, let's get Robert Cialdini's books. These two books, Persuasion and The Weapons of Persuasion. We can read parts of these two books a little bit later. Let's just have some water. Let's warm up because, remember, this class is made to protect yourself from being manipulated and also to give you tools to implement your ideas and convince other people. And I only ask one condition from you. Use this power for good things. Okay? All right. Let's have some water. This is yours. This is mine. I'm sorry. First, cheers, my friend. Cheers. Please, move your body. Let's move our bodies. Move your legs, move your knees, your ankles. Move your toes. Move your feet. Move your hands, your fingers, your wrists. Move your shoulders. knees. Stable position. Feet on the ground to have more stability. And we are going to do this exercise here together as if we are lifting a box. Okay? Let's lift a box. Here we go. Together, you and I, we are exercising together. And I promise you, you are not wasting your time. When we exercise, when we stretch, and when we breathe, we are activating the cells of our bodies. We are improving our focus, our concentration, our capacity to acquire the ideas and put them into practice. Every day in the morning, I pray and I ask God to give you the light to put this knowledge you see here in our classes into practice. Because the class is the first step. When we're understanding the concepts, we're taking the first step. The second step is when we learn the abilities, the skills, and we put them into practice. So, here we go. This exercise here, exercising shoulders, upper, chest, triceps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Move your shoulders, move your neck. Now let's do this exercise here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Move your shoulders. Now, we're going to look back. This exercise is to strengthen our lats, our lower back, our abs. We're going to look back as if someone called you and you were looking to see. Okay? Let's go. 1, the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right. Let me have some water. Please drink your water after the class, okay? Let's stretch. Open your arms, look up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, to the front. As always, do this. And here we go. Stretch Stretch, 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 stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Are you okay? I love to see you here. Welcome back. Now let's breathe, my friend. We breathe in, we hold, and we breathe out. As always, we breathe in new energy. We breathe in pure wisdom. The wisdom we need to keep going. The wisdom we need to solve the things we need to solve. To face the challenges we need to surpass. And when we breathe out the worries. We breathe out the trash. We don't need to carry trash. Come on. We don't need to hold grudges. Here we go. We breathe in. We hold. And we breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Once more, please. All right. Before we start, I ask you, are you ready? Yes or no? Tell me. Talk to me. You are not alone. Remember this. Keep this in mind. You are never alone. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's identify and understand resources for persuasion. Persuasion weapons used by companies, by ads, by the news, by people. Persuasion, written by Robert Cialdini. This book he wrote with the intention of showing us that persuasion starts even before you start talking. We are persuaded even before the salesperson comes to talk to us. And he says, whatever we can do to make people concentrate in something, it can be an idea, it can be a person, it can be an object. When we make people concentrate in something, that thing becomes more important for them than it was before. the attention makes people more open for a message. It's a dream for someone who wants to persuade to have the person's attention. Because very often the biggest challenge for a store, for a product, for a salesperson is not giving reasons for selling the product, but convincing the audience to dedicate their time and energy, which are very limited, to consider the arguments. When I read this part of the book, I remembered my meetings with politicians, presenting voceaprendeagora.com for public schools. I always had this challenge. My biggest challenge was not showing the benefits for the students. My challenge was not showing the price, because we subside the 90% of the costs. My challenge, my friend, was always to have their attention, because their cell phones were always ringing. The cell phone of the governor, the mayor, the secretary of education, always ringing. Oh, one moment. Hi. Okay, you can talk now. And then when you start talking, one moment. Hey, It's frustrating. It's frustrating because you don't have the person's attention. So remember this. Attention is gold nowadays. After we have people's attention, we can start to use the weapons of persuasion. And we have the study of this book here in video classes. I'm gonna give them as a gift to you. Enjoy it. 3, 2, 1.
La reciprocidad es la arma más poderosa para convencer a alguien. Si tú quieres ser invitado a una fiesta, tú tienes que invitar a esta persona a un evento antes. Si tú quieres ayuda de alguien, tú tienes que ofrecer ayuda a esta persona antes. Generas un hábito. Y esto puede ser peligroso cuando tú haces cosas que no son buenas. Entonces, si tú tienes duda sobre algo que quieres hacer y sabes que esta cosa no es buena, slow down, my friend. Es más fácil resistir ahora. Después que tú das el primer paso, queda mucho más difícil regresar. Y el regreso, el camino es mucho menos limpio, por decirlo. Comenta aquí un pequeño paso que has dado que fue para el bien. ¿Cómo fue este proceso? Así tú puedes convencer a las personas también. Tú pides una cosa pequeña, después otra cosa pequeña. Y paso a paso, con el compromiso, con la coherencia, tú tienes la persuasión mucho más fácil. Utiliza para el bien. Aprobación social. ¿Qué es esto? Esto es, somos convencidos más fácilmente cuando las personas alrededor están haciendo aquella cosa. Cuando tú entras en Tu Aprendes Ahora y ves millones de clases vistas, ¿qué queremos que tú pienses? Debe ser bueno este curso. Es la aprobación social. Nosotros tomamos decisiones basadas en las personas alrededor. Hello, my friend, how are you? En las clases pasadas vimos 3 armas de la persuasión que utilizamos para convencer a alguien y que también tenemos que tomar cuidado para que no seamos convencidos por una emoción. Vimos reciprocidad, compromiso y aprobación social. Hoy vamos por la cuarta, que es el afecto. Somos convencidos más fácilmente por personas que nos caen bien, que tenemos afecto. Esta es la arma más utilizada en las familias. Hijos convencen sus papás así. Papás convencen sus hijos así. El afecto. Mira lo que comenta el autor. Las personas prefieren decir sí a individuos que conocen y que les caen bien. Nos gusta más las personas que son iguales a nosotros y estamos más abiertos a decir sí a sus pedidos, muchas veces de forma impensada. Nosotros tenemos más afecto por personas que se parecen con nosotros, que tienen el mismo gusto que nosotros, que tienen el mismo, por ejemplo, estamos charlando y tú me dices que a ti te encanta el asado. Sí, a mí me encanta. Ya empezamos a tener cosas semejantes y esto construye el afecto. Si somos parecidos físicamente, si somos del mismo lugar, y ahí por esto la afección, el afecto es mucho más fuerte en familia, que somos de la misma familia. Comenta acá una situación en que fuiste convencido por el afecto y una vez que la decisión no fue tan racional. Comenta acá. Nosotros respetamos títulos, ropas y coches. ¿Cómo así? Si tú quieres convencer a alguien de alguna cosa, tener un título que envasa tus ideas es una buena inversión. Si tú tienes un encuentro para vender algo, es bueno que te vistas de manera adecuada para generar una buena impresión. Y sobre los coches, yo me acuerdo de los abogados. Casi nunca veo un abogado con un coche que no sea de lujo, que no inspire autoridad. ¿Por qué? Porque nosotros somos influenciados por automóviles. Y ahí tenemos que reflexionar. Si sabemos que títulos, ropas y automóviles nos convencen más fácilmente, tenemos que preguntarnos, ¿esta persona es realmente un experto en lo que está haciendo? Y la segunda pregunta, tal vez más importante, ¿esta persona es honesta? Comenta acá una situación en que fuiste influenciado por la autoridad. Hello, my friend. I'm happy to see you here. Ya vimos 5 armas de la persuasión y hoy vamos por la última. Vimos reciprocidad, compromiso, aprobación social, afecto. ¿Cuál fue la última? Reciprocidad, aprobación social, afecto, compromiso. Tengo que ver. Autoridad, que vimos en la clase pasada, y hoy vamos por la última arma de la persuasión, que es la escasez. Nosotros valoramos más las cosas que están con un límite de cantidad. Lo que dice Cialdini: de acuerdo con el principio de la escasez, las personas dan más valor a oportunidades cuando están menos disponibles. Y el principio de la escasez es más efectivo en dos condiciones. La primera, los artículos que están escasos aumentan de valor cuando recién escaseados. La segunda situación es cuando competimos por esta cosa con alguien. Por esto que las Black Fridays, estas rebajas, tienen tanto éxito. ¿Te acuerdas del momento? Espera para mañana, solo hoy. Y ahí en un Black Friday, en una rebaja, estamos con ítems que son recién escaseados y estamos compitiendo con alguien por aquel ítem. Por esto que en los remates los precios son tan inflacionados. Y ahí pregunto a ti, ¿te acuerdas de alguna vez en que compraste algo más por la emoción que por la razón? Esto pasa. Ahora que tú sabes que la escasez, tú siempre supiste de esto, pero ahora que estás reflexionando sobre esto, valora tu tiempo, valora tu producto, valora tu energía. Muestra a las personas que tu tiempo es escaso, es limitado, que tus recursos son limitados. Así las personas valoran más.
You see, these strategies are useful. Another important persuasion technique or point presented by Robert Cialdini is to find things in common. If you were from the same city of that person, if you were talking to someone and you cheer for the same team, if you have the same religion, if you attended the same school, if you have the same tastes in music, the more common ground you find between you and the person you want to convince, the easier it becomes to convince this person to sell for this person. But remember, the reverse is true. The person who is trying to convince you, or the store who is trying to convince you, is also trying to find common ground, is also trying to tell you, hey, we're the same. Pay attention. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. We're talking about persuasion. How the communication is organized to convince us to buy a product, to buy a service. How we can communicate better to convince other people too. During this class, I am sharing with you research from the best scientists who have studied persuasion deeply. And Robert Cialdini is the authority when we talk about persuasion. You have watched some videos, and I'm gonna write to you here, persuasion. What are the weapons? Robert Cialdini called them weapons of persuasion. The first, reciprocity. What is this? Well, people or companies who have given us something generate in us the feeling of reciprocity. We want to give back. So, reciprocity is the first. Second is consistency. Well, if I have watched Felipe's classes before, the possibility for me to watch another class from Felipe is higher. We, human beings, our brains want consistency. We don't want to be walking around too many directions. No, if I did this and I enjoyed, probably tomorrow I'm going to repeat this behavior. And then I'm going to repeat and repeat and repeat. This one is super related to the step by step. Very positive when we are doing good things. Can be a threat if we're walking around things that are not recommended. Another persuasion weapon. Social approval. When they say, well, everyone is doing it. Everyone is wearing this shirt. Everybody from your class is taking this English course. We are influenced by the people. We are social creatures. Some studies say we are social animals. So we are influenced by what other people are doing. Another one. Affection. Affection. If I like the person who is talking to me, I'm much more open to buy from this person. Affection. If I like you, I am more open to listen to you, to assist you, to call you. Affection. That's why kids convince their parents easily. We love those kids. They convince us with the affection. Another one, authority. Authority. We want to follow people who are experts in their fields. And online, there are a lot of people inventing a lot of things and selling their fake products to a lot of people. Authority. You see someone in front of a luxurious car and you think to yourself, this person must be competent because he or she owns an expensive car. Sometimes we are cheated by these guys. Be careful. And the last but not least, scarcity. Scarcity. The stores, the big retail stores always use this. Just tomorrow. It's just tomorrow. The last sale of the year. Limited products. Just now. The last minutes. Pay attention to these persuasion techniques, okay? 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? We are here waiting for the rain. Thank God. Thank God. It's coming. It's coming. The nature is saying it's coming. The birds are singing and flying. the animals are looking around. And during this class, we have talked about identifying persuasion when we're watching the news, when we're watching an ad, when we're reading something, when people are trying to convince us. Sometimes people want to manipulate us with scarcity, with the concept of reciprocity, with social approval, with authority. We need to be careful. There is this guy I mentioned to you, Chris Voss. I saved one video from him, and I'll share it with you right now if we have time before we get the rain. Come here, my friend. Let me see if we have enough. Here, this one.
The secret to gaining the upper hand in a negotiation is giving the other side the illusion of control. Now that starts with asking what and how questions. What do you want me to do? How do you want to proceed? You're going to feel in control. If I don't like it, I gently just say, how's it going to work? And you think of something else. I get you to throw ideas out until you land on my answers. And then I go like, holy cow, you are so smart. That was brilliant. You're going to feel great about it. Plus you're going to implement.
You see, Chris Voss is using this strategy of giving the other person the illusion that the other person is in control. Yeah, my friend, the real world, we need to be careful. We need to pay attention. Let's play something. Well, from this moment, I think Broken Halos is a nice song to play. Broken Halos, okay? And I'll devote this song to my forever VIPs, Shirley Marks, Gleice, Maria Luzia, and Vander. To you. Here we go.
Seen my share of broken halos, folded wings that you used to fly. They've all gone wherever they go. Broken halos that used to shine. Angels come down from the heavens just to help us on our way. Come to teach us, then they leave us, and they find some other soul to say. Seen my share of broken halos, folded wings that used to fly. They've all gone wherever they go. Broken halos that used to shine. Broken halos that used to shine. Don't go looking for the reasons. Don't go asking Jesus why. We're not meant to know the answers. They belong to the by and by. They belong to the by and by. Seen my share of broken halos, folded wings that used to fly. They've all gone wherever they go. Broken halos that used to shine. Broken halos that used to shine.
Complete the lyrics. Be careful when you were talking to people, when people are trying to convince you. Identify the persuasion techniques, so then you make better decisions. Just this. We are all being convinced all the time, and we are all trying to convince other people about our opinions all the time. That's life. Let's run from the rain. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Yes, we're finishing one more class. And I love to see you here, finishing one more class. Congratulations! Yeah. One step ahead. Felipe, just one step. Oh yeah, step by step. Today we talked about the importance of consistency, step by step. And when we are doing the right thing, when we are doing positive things, one step ahead is a blessing. When we are doing the wrong thing, one step ahead can be falling from the cliff, right? But doing the right thing, one step ahead is beautiful. Congratulations. Keep going. Come here. Today we talked about persuasion. I brought all these books related to persuasion. And I want to show you things that sometimes you don't realize that are used to show you that we are doing the right thing. When you see these things behind me, these certificates, they are here on purpose. I'm showing you, look, I am an authority to talk about English and leadership. Look, I have a certificate from Georgetown University. I have a certificate from the University of California. I have a certificate from Instituto Cervantes in Spain, from Oxford. Oh, look, get my t-shirt from the Olympic Games. I was running with the torch. Are tools to show you that you can trust me. When I show you this map here with all these points, oh, we have students in 181 countries. What is this? This is social approval. Look, everyone is learning English with us. Come here too. My friend, here you can trust. We have good intentions. We share positive values. But be careful, because right now, online, mainly online, we can be manipulated very easily. Okay? Just be careful with that. If you need our assistance, We are here to serve you. If you need to learn faster, come here. We are here to assist you. Remember to use this knowledge for good things. This class today is very powerful. We talked about deep strategies. We talked about effective actions we can take to convince other people. Use your knowledge for good. Deal? Okay. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.